Discouragement is a weird, strange, outlandishly aggravating monster. It hits us at the strangest of times and in the weirdest of ways. And the things we have to do to overcome are hard. And what we need to do as men is decide whether to just accept discouragement or fight it. I say we choose to fight it. And I'm going to show you how with 2 keys today. So let's jump in. Hey guys, I'm David Maxwell, men's coach. One of the most discouraging times in my life was living in the mouse house. Now, that has nothing to do with Disney. We actually lived in the small town. It was in a parsonage to the house. I was the youth pastor at a church. And the house was built with a lot of love, but not a lot of skill. And it was mouse infested. And my wife and I got so discouraged. We really did. We wondered, why are we here? And we thought maybe we had done something wrong. Maybe God was mad at us and all these things. Because literally, mice would come out all the time. We would trap them. We would do these things, but it just didn't stop. They would come running out while we were watching a movie. We did everything we knew to do. And it was really hard for us. And we couldn't wait to leave because it was just a very hard time. We loved the people. We hated the house. And it was a really discouraging time. And one of the things we learned through that was what to focus on during discouraging times. And I want to help you do that by giving you those 2 areas of focus. Okay, the first area to help you overcome discouragement is remember your purpose. You see, as a man, when you remember your purpose, it helps you during those discouraging times. I'm not trying to speak doom and gloom and all this over you. It's just a reality. Discouraging times happen. Hard times happen. We've learned that through all the COVID epidemic and everything. Things that we didn't expect can happen out of nowhere. And they can discourage us and they can make us feel bad and they can make us feel like, well, maybe I'm not enough. But when you remember your purpose as a man, when you remember, what am I here for? What is my purpose as a man? When you have a purpose bigger than yourself, then it helps you overcome discouraging times. Because what you do is you begin to see your life based on your purpose and not based on the circumstances. Every man needs to have a purpose. Every man should walk in their purpose. And every man's purpose has nothing to do with their work. Now, work is a part of our purpose, but it's not the very big purpose of our life. You're not here just to make money, to be a provider, to do all these things. You have a purpose on this earth. You have a reason that you're here. And when you walk in that purpose, even if hard times come, it's easier for you to get through it. I'm not saying it's going to make the hard times go away. We all have hard times, but the only way to get through them is to walk through them. And when you keep your eyes on your purpose and not the discouragement, you'll do a better job getting through that hard time. Hey guys, let me know in the comments, what are some things that help you through hard times? What are some things that you do to kind of help you focus maybe when all the situations are falling down around you? Let me know in the comments, and while you're at it, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video. Okay, the second area of focus that helps you overcome those discouraging times is to develop thankfulness. Now, even in hard times, even when things are tough, you can still find something to be thankful for, something to be grateful for. Even if it's just, hey, I'm still breathing. That may be all you've got right now. But it's not a bad thing to hold on to. The way you go through those hard times is you develop a thankful attitude. I'm not saying you have to be happy about your hard times. I'm not saying you have to, oh, thank you that I lost my home or my job or whatever. What I'm saying is that you can be thankful for maybe the fact that you are alive, that you're breathing. And you take your days one day at a time. You don't get too far ahead and you don't try to relive the past. Be grateful and thankful for today. What's one thing I'm happy for today? When you're going through hard times, sometimes that's all you have to hold on to. And that's what you do. You string those days together. Find something to be thankful for today. And then the next day, you find one thing to be thankful for. It could be something as simple as a good meal. It could be something as simple as the fact that the weather is nice. It doesn't matter what it is, but you find those blessings, you count them, and then day after day, they build up. And you know what? The next thing you know, you'll have walked through that season of hard times. It may be a long time. It may be a hard time. But when you have a thankful attitude, you get through it a lot smoother. Guys, I want you to live your best life. No matter what your circumstances are, you can walk in purpose. You can have a passion. You can live your adventure. And one of the tools I have to help you do that is called the 4A assessment. Now, the assessment is a simple test. It's only about 24 questions. And what it does is it assesses you in the 4 A's that every man deals with. It deals with your achievements, your appetites, your attitudes, and your action. And there's a link below you can click to go take it. It's free. And what it'll do is give you insight into you. You'll figure out maybe there's some areas I need to work on. Maybe there's some things I can grow in. And then also, hey, I'm doing pretty good in this area. And you can feel good about that. Every man has strengths. Every man has weaknesses. Find out what yours are and what you can do to help grow in them by taking the 4A assessment. Check the link below. The reality is we did get to leave the mouse house. And there's a whole story behind that, and I'm not going to get into it. My wife was actually pregnant with our second child, our daughter. It was a time where we were thinking, what are we going to do? How are we going to move? How are we going to have a baby? What's going to happen? We didn't know. We didn't know what was going on. We just knew it was time to leave. And the door opened up for us to move to another city, to work at a different church, to actually have a house that wasn't mouse infested. And the amazing thing, we moved in the 1 month where their health insurance plan was open. And so we were able to join that HMO plan. And that was in December. And my daughter was born in February. We paid about $100 for that because we had insurance, because we moved at the right time. So it was funny. We were going through all the discouragement, living in the mouse house, wondering why? But if we had left earlier, it wouldn't have happened. We made it at the right time, at the right place, so we could have our baby and raise her in a house that wasn't mouse infested. Sometimes discouragement is hardest in the moment. But when you look back on it, when you see it in the rear view mirror, you start seeing the lessons you learned. You start seeing the things that strengthened you. It's kind of like weightlifting. It may have broken you down some, but you came back stronger. So don't let discouragement take you out. Take the focus you need on it, and you'll overcome and be a better man because of it.